What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I did want to talk about something very concerning that's been happening around Transformers lately. That being the price increase. Now, the prices for Transformers were always pricey as it is moving into the 2020 era, but honestly, these prices are really what's driving a lot of collectors such as myself almost away from collecting as a whole, and honestly, this is probably Hasbro's most corporate greed thing they've done so far that's really impactful towards Transformers. Now, this video, I'm going to be talking about the price increase, some of the new figures that got released, and my thoughts and analysis on it. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, I don't know if you remember, but back in 2020, deluxe classes were $19.99, Voyager classes were $29.99, and leader classes were $49.99. Then moving on to 2022, the prices slowly went up to $22, $32, $52, and 2025 we have them at $25, $35, and $55. Now later classes are $60, which is ridiculous. You should not be paying $60 for a toy that's literally what's it called, 7 to 6 inches tall. You should not really be paying that much dollars for a toy. But anyways, and now, moving into 2026, the prices went up even more. Now we got a $2 increase for the deluxe class figures. Voyager classes got an $8 increase, and then the leader classes still remain $60. Now, honestly, one may see it like, oh, it's not that bad. They're slowly moving the prices. No, it's bad. It's terrible. Look at the price for the Studio Series Alpha Trion. That's $43. You really want to spend $43 buying a toy? And not just that, you're gonna have to pay taxes depending on where you live. That's an additional probably $2 to $3. You're looking at $45 right there. And if you don't pay for free shipping, depending on where you buy it or anything, you're literally paying around $50 or less for a figure that's literally 6 to 5 to 7 inches tall. And honestly, looking at Alpha Trion doesn't really seem like this figure should be even worth that price point. Just look at the figure. The ankle tilt doesn't look nice. The proportions look awkward. The figure looks great. He doesn't come with a cape. His only weapon is just a little what's it called, his tail whip, and that's about it for Alpha Trion. That doesn't seem worth $45. If they added more accessories, like maybe giving him like 3 more guns and giving him the cape, maybe then and only I would consider buying this at $43. But other than that, this figure does not seem worth it at all. Now, looking at TF5 Barricade, this is a figure I've been wanting for a very long time for Hasbro to make, and I'm so glad they did. But honestly, for almost $28, and this figure is gonna be like what, 4 inches tall, doesn't seem worth it. You're almost looking at $30, which was the original price of Voyager classes. Now for a deluxe class figure, does not seem worth it at all. Now we look towards the leader classes. The leader classes were expensive as it is. $50 was always expensive, but it was reasonable. I would talk myself into getting a $50 Transformer figure if it was big, if it had this, if it had that. But now $60, leader classes shrunk in size and in quality, and the prices went up. And I really don't want to be collecting Transformers at these prices. And honestly, I'm not the only one who feels that way. I'm pretty sure a lot of other collectors out there are going to feel the same, because I'm not going to be wasting my entire life collecting toys and living paycheck to paycheck collecting Transformer toys and that are really expensive and don't feel worth that expensive price. And as a kid coming out of high school, entering college, I need to be focusing more on my financial stuff and more of myself, less of the action figures. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop posting on this channel. No, of course, I'm going to keep posting. But honestly, for the figures, it doesn't seem worth the price. I either have to get a really high paying job just to be comfortable with my own life and my hobby, or I have to get a regular job and quit my hobby and just have a comfortable life, which is really, it's like, it really pulls me in both directions, which is very frustrating. Now, another thing I did want to mention, the figures that got revealed, they look really cool. We get Barricade, Alpha Trion, Arachnid, Nemesis Prime, and Soundwave. Now, all those figures look great, except here's the tiny little thing that did tick me off, and I did see that another YouTuber saw it as well. If you look closely at the product shots of Nemesis Prime, Oh, there's a literally his earpiece is broken and like bent. You can even see the stress mark. He's mistransformed. And come on, Hasbro, come on, it's 2025. You would expect them to have high quality, nice images, great photographers, and good figures. No, the figure is literally broken and mistransformed. Really unprofessional for a $1 billion corporate company. Now look at Soundwave. That figure is literally also a $60 figure, but if you look at the boombox mode, he literally has a piece missing on that figure. And honestly, that's pretty unprofessional. And want to know another piece of unprofessionalism on this figure? Go to the back of the box, look at the picture at Soundwave, and you see the words play and in parentheses a K. They literally got that screenshot off of YouTube, which is, it's funny. It's funny. It's honestly really funny that that happened, but it's really unprofessional that they're doing that. And they could come up with an excuse. Oh, it's Soundwave. He's a record player. He plays stuff. Ha ha ha. No, that's unprofessionalism, and I really don't like that coming from a big company that's supposed to be like engaging for everyone. No, it's not. It's not professional at all. And I did want to mention another thing. These things, they're toys. They're literally made for kids. And of course, a lot of adults are going to buy this. A lot of adults grew up with Transformers. I grew up with Transformers. And honestly, I really do enjoy it. But I'm not going to be spending so much money on toys my entire life. Come on. I got to grow up at some time. But yeah, that's pretty much my concerns with the Transformers things. Now, if you go on Target's website, they did re-release the War for Cybertron, Sunstreaker, and Thrust. And the one thing that's concerning here, well, there's actually quite a few things. Thrust is in his original War for Cybertron packaging. Huh, very interesting. So is Sunstreaker. That is very interesting as well. How are they in their original packaging if those figures were discontinued nearly 4 to 5 years ago? And honestly, Hasbro isn't going to go out of their way to recreate the exact same packaging, the exact same thing with those figures. No, they had those figures in their inventory the entire time. They probably didn't even sell them. They just had a lot overstock, and they were just waiting for the perfect time, such as right now, because we do know there's a new Seeger mold, and next year there's going to be a new Sunstreaker mold. Probably, it's speculated, but this is a good time for them to re-release those figures to get an additional $35 to $40, an additional $25 to $27 of those figures, because they know someone who doesn't have those figures, such as myself, is going to purchase those and then see the new figures and be like, oh, I should purchase that one as well. That's Hasbro's tactic on making money. And honestly, Hasbro is a really, really greedy company. I kid you not. These prices are going insane. The typical buyer does not want to buy these anymore. And honestly, they could put the excuse, oh, the tariffs, this and this. Donald Trump put the tariffs. No, you could get those materials in the US and create them here. I literally could see Hasbro becoming a more of a US company, creating stuff here and less relying on how the figures say made in Vietnam. Like I could see them using the plastic they have here and not in Vietnam to create these figures, and the quality wouldn't even change one bit. Maybe just a little bit if you want to get statistical, but even then the quality wouldn't change. Nothing would change. The designers, of course, they are overseas designing these figures, but I feel like if they try to blame the tariffs and stuff that the prices are rising, that is a ridiculous bullshit excuse. But that's pretty much all I had to say about Hasbro. Hasbro's a really greedy company. They are taking advantage of their customers, and I really don't want to be collecting. So excuse my language earlier, but that is a really BS move on Hasbro. They're really raising the prices and expecting people to buy, and I'm pretty sure not just me, a lot of people are going to take a break from collecting or going to move away from it entirely. Well, that was my thoughts on this new issue going on, and I really hope Hasbro really listens to their customers and their fans who are gonna say to lower the prices. I really hope they do listen, because that shows that they do care about their products and stuff. But in reality, let's face it, they probably won't even listen, and they'll just try to make as much money as possible. Well, that about concludes my video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think about this new price increase, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.